Alrighty, today is August 3rd, so we just started the month. I don't have a whole lot here, but I wanted to basically fold a bunch of stuff into the collection. And in order to do that, I need to go through and video my most recent pickups. So that's what we're going to do. There's a new store that opened up in Paducah, and I went there, and it's like one of those bin stores where you get stuff for $5. I got a few things, nothing like, crazy. The coolest thing that I did get, which has nothing to do with physical media collection, but this little wireless car adapter is like $50. I got it for $7 because everything in the bins was $7 on Saturdays. I got this cool little 8-bit do controller. It didn't have the receiver though, which is kind of annoying, but I thought that was pretty cool. $25 on Amazon, so not crazy much of savings. Another cool thing that I got from that store was this King Boomy Funko Pop. $7. Looked it up. It's worth about $20 right now, which Funko Pops change their value like crazy. So that's pretty cool. Have no idea where I'm going to put it yet, but I love Avatar: The Last Airbender. So, but that was it for that store. I got like a water gun and something else, but it's not really a physical media kind of store. There was, though, DVDs and stuff that I did see, and CDs in the bins, but obviously did not pick any of that up. Picked up this at a flea market kind of store for $15. I was surprised when I picked up one. It's worth like $25. I did not have it in the collection, and it is CIB, so cool to complete my Sly collection on PS2. Never played the Sly games. I have been wanting to, but I would probably play. I have the Sly collection on PS3, which is remastered in HD, so that's probably how I would play them currently. That is the only game I picked up. This was another pickup at that same flea market. I feel like I've seen this movie. This was actually brand new sealed. And the digital code worked, and I swear this movie's probably 20 years old, but I think I've seen it. I don't remember anything about it. Starring Jessica Alba. You won't believe her eyes. I'm not really 100% sure what all it's about, but picked this up for $2 at the flea market, brand new sealed, so thought it was worth that. Pre-ordered and received Thunderbolts this week. Paid, probably $35 for the 4K with the slip. I didn't like the Steelbook, and I'm trying to get the Superman Steelbook, so figured I'd just go 4K slip. I do like the slip, the yellow. Really enjoyed this movie. Had a good time with it. Glad to get it added to the collection. Finally did get How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World. I just put it in my Blu-ray slip as I do. I honestly can't remember. I think I picked this up on Amazon for like $10 to $15 just because I wanted to get all three of them. Switched over to 4K. So now I have that. I've talked enough about How to Train Your Dragon. It's ridiculous. I'm obsessed. Picked this up at a game exchange. I think it was around $10. It was, if it wasn't sealed, it was, I had this on Blu-ray, but 4K with a slip for $10. Of course, I'm going to do the upgrade. And I did really enjoy this movie. I haven't watched it since the one time I saw it in theaters, but I remember really liking it and liking everybody's little performance in it. It's kind of like a whodunit type situation in a hotel. And then finally, like I said, not a whole lot of pickups. I did pick up, this was 20 at Game Exchange. And I have recently, I say recently, it's probably been 3 or 4 years, bought this movie when it was first time in 3D. And I'm going to go ahead and keep that 3D version, but I had never seen it in 4K, so I had always been wanting it. I thought $20 was pretty reasonable to get this with the slip in 4K, so add it to the collection. Titanic, come on. It's Titanic. I mean, I don't know many people that don't like Titanic. I mean, it's James Cameron. It's Titanic. I love Titanic, so I've seen it many, many, many times. Looking forward to checking it out in 4K. And that is it for now. We'll see how the month goes along. Alrighty, today is August 13th. Got a few more things here I picked up. I think every one of these except for one, which I guess I'll do first. This I did pick up at Goodwill for $1.59. I don't think I've ever seen it. It's got Matthew McConaughey in it. It's about a submarine. I thought for $1.59, it's probably worth checking out. Maybe not. Who knows? Everything else I've ordered online. I did pre-order and get this yesterday on its release date, the live-action version of How to Train Your Dragon in 4K with the slip. I really did enjoy this movie. Like I said, it's probably my favorite live-action adaptation so far. It does help that I absolutely love the original animated trilogy. So, I think they did a good job with the live-action remake. And then I also pre-ordered and picked this up yesterday, The Accountant 2, which I also really enjoyed. I got it on 4K with the slip. Both of these were, I think like $28, $30, $27 to $30. I think Accountant 2 maybe was $27 and How to Train Your Dragon was $30. I got them on Amazon, so, that's just the price of movies these days. All right, now I started picking up some classics. I got all of these off of eBay, a couple different sellers. These are all going to be DVD upgrades to Blu-ray. Still trying to work on that DVD collection. Get it gone. Lost in Space. I really enjoy this movie. I recently, in the last 5 years, have rewatched this. I must have rewatched it online because the DVD, I'm sure, is of poor quality. Saw that this was on 4K, and I was like, I don't need it in 4K. I'll just get the Blu-ray. All these Blu-rays were between like $10 and $12. So not too bad. I think this is one of the cheaper ones. I think this one was like $8 actually. But the other ones were between 10 and 12. Picked up Liar Liar, a Jim Carrey classic that I had on DVD and wanted to upgrade to Blu-ray. Absolutely love this pen. I almost was starting to do the line about the pen is blue. But I love that movie. Might be my favorite Jim Carrey movie, honestly. Accepted. This was a DVD I've had and I've been wanting to rewatch. So I upgraded it to the Blu-ray. You got a young Blake Lively, you got Jonah Hill, Justin Long. They basically create their own college. I do remember this movie, and I wanted to rewatch it. Now I have it on Blu-ray. This was probably the first movie I've ever seen Christian Bale in, Equilibrium. It's got like a Fahrenheit 451 kind of story, art and books and everything have been outlawed, if I remember correctly. I hope I'm not mixing this up with another movie. And it's got Gun Fu, the first time I ever saw Gun Fu, which we've seen some of it in like John Wick now, but this was kind of the first movie. This is an early 2000s movie. And I have not seen it in a really long time, but I do remember really enjoying it. So cool to find it on Blu-ray. I'll have to recheck it out. Timeline. This is a Paul Walker movie, kind of like guilty pleasure movie. It's cheesy, it's stupid, but I don't know. Something about it, I really like it. It's 2001 to 2005-6 era. I don't know. I just have a special place in my heart for a lot of these movies. This one, they're trying to invent teleportation and they accidentally discover time travel, but they can only go back to the Middle Ages, pretty much, to the specific point in time in the Middle Ages. And they kind of get trapped there, and it's pretty cool. It's cheesy, like I said. Speaking of cheesy, this is a remake of a classic I've never seen, but man, do I love this 2000s remake of The Time Machine. Especially, it does kind of peter out towards the end. It doesn't have that great of an ending, but man, the early premise and the first half of the movie I really, really love. And yeah, it's just about a guy who invents time travel to basically try and go back in time to save I think it's his fiance at the time, but ends up accidentally going into the future, and it gets crazy in the future, like in this weird post-apocalyptic kind of world with these creatures and stuff. Really enjoy those classic movies. Glad to get them upgraded. And that's all I have for right now. Oh no, wait. I did forget about this. I pre-ordered and got Arcane Jinx. You guys know how much I love Arcane. I've also already pre-ordered Arcane Season 2 in the 4K Steelbook. So glad that they did that again. And I got the Vi one this time instead of the Jinx one. So I'll have one of each. So now I need the Vi Funko Pop to go with this cool Funko Pop. And then I am definitely going to have a cool display piece with both the Arcanes and both of the Arcane Pops, because that's one of my favorite shows of all time. I love that show. So yeah, I just need to get Vi before before October or something is when the second season comes out. Alrighty, today is August 28th, so we are about done with the month. And I have a few things, and by a few things, it looks like 3 things to finish off the month. And let's get into them. I did pick up Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 for the PS5. I have Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. These are basically the remakes of the classic PS1 and PS2 games. Yeah, 3 and 4 I think are PS2 games. But I got this for a really good deal. There was like a coupon because I think it was a $50 game. It's only a couple months old, and the coupon got it down to like $30. And then I had some Amazon credit. I ended up paying like $6 for this game. So really cool. I haven't obviously opened it yet. I really liked 1 and 2, so I'm sure I'll like 3 and 4. Of course, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 is the one I played the most back in the day. But I played some of those too. On the video game front, I also picked up Persona 3. I had a $10 birthday credit with Best Buy. This game was on sale for $15, I think, on Best Buy during the Atlas sale they were running. And so I don't buy a whole lot from Best Buy anymore because they are becoming more and more anti-physical media. But, I mean, basically I got this for $5, and I wanted to add it to the Persona collection. Once again, I've never played a Persona game, but I heard this was a good remake of the PS2 game. So, yeah, cool to add it to the collection. Finally, for August 28th, or for August, I did pick up the Arrow 4K Poseidon release. I had never seen this movie, so this was a blind buy. I think it was $25 on Amazon. It was on sale. And I wanted to watch it. It seemed like my kind of movie, and I did enjoy it, and the 4K I thought was really good. It's a kind of a Titanic wannabe kind of film, but I enjoyed it. I like these kind of movies. I thought it was a good time, and definitely worth a purchase. So that is it for the month of August. A lighter month for sure. And probably next month will also be pretty light. I've got some pre-orders and stuff, but not a whole lot that I'm planning on picking up. So until next time, this is Rainy Cage. Peace out.